Alrighty, so here is going to be my take on some world events that have been going on. Well, they've been going on for a while. So, if you don't want to listen to rant, then this would be a good time to stop the video. Of course, it's going to be just things based on my opinion, and there'll be no vulgar language or any accusations of anybody, but you know, it's getting to the point where we had another school shooting. Nashville. Guess they got the shooter. They don't know why someone would feel it's okay to shoot children, but we seem to be seeing more of that. So I'm preparing myself for the crap storm that's going to be on Twitter, and they're going to be calling to do things about it. I agree. Something probably got to be done. But they never look for a solution that makes sense. What they look for is to further restrict the rights of those who don't do that stuff. Okay? They attacked the NRA. NRA had nothing to do with the shooting. They attacked gun owners. Gun owners had nothing to do with the shooting. They attack assault rifles, no such animal. And the thing of it is they, for some reason, never attacked the person who did it. You know, there's a person who implemented a tool to cause great harm and death to children. You can do it with a knife. You can do it with explosives. You can do it with a vehicle. You can do it with guns. They're all tools. So, what is the answer? Well, there's quite a few things that probably need to be done. First of all, we got to figure out why people think it's okay to be so evil. I know there's conspiracies out there that, you know, this is a setup by the government and all that stuff, and I don't know, maybe it is, maybe it doesn't. But I can think of some very simple solutions, at least for the schools. You know, there are a bunch of us who are highly trained in weapon use, in threat assessment. You know, pretty much I feel very confident if I engage a target with whether a pistol or a rifle or a shotgun, I can hit that target. You know, and I think this school might even have a resource officer, so it's not like they didn't take precautions and they didn't get the person right away. But I think that threat needs to be out there. You know, if somebody's going to school, they need to realize, you know, besides a visible resource officer or two, you know, there might be some trained personnel there concealed and pretty much there just to make sure the kids stay safe. Now they get all these arguments, oh, it's insanity to bring a gun into school. Well, that's what they did. They brought a gun into school. So, I don't understand your point. If the person's going to do evil, he's going to bring a gun into school regardless of how many signs that say you can't do that. Obviously, they don't pay attention to that. They're there to do great harm, and for some reason they've justified doing it. I think they even welcome getting shot and killed. Now, it's got to be done responsibly. Doesn't mean that, you know, Mr. History Teacher keeps a loaded pistol in his desk drawer. Because obviously, there's potential he getting in the wrong hands. But I think a few of them should be concealed carrying. And if they have the training, great. If they don't have the training, get them the training. Or her the training. And my feeling is, after one or two attempts, and if the media would support the narrative, which they don't seem to do, they'd stop doing that. Somebody came in to do harm and got stopped right away. The next person was think, well, I gotta find a new soft target. Because these are soft targets. Why are they soft target? Guns are not allowed. Alright. Now granted, it doesn't mean everybody should just be bringing guns in. Hey, look what I bought today and all that stuff. Obviously. But you need to have the ability to protect your children. Banning a certain type of weapon does not protect the children. Alright, trying to ban all weapons does not protect the children. Okay, I'm pretty sure drugs, for the most part, have been banned. Everybody gets them who wants them. Alright, and if anything, a lot of the cities support it, giving out needles so they don't get hepatitis and all that stuff. So, having a law doesn't stop it. It should be common sense. You don't kill children. That should just be common. Don't do that. But for some reason we have lost our moral views in society. And why? There's a lot of reasons. You can't point on just one. Breakdown of the nuclear family. Alright? Too many people are not in a stable family. There seems to even been an attack against that. Social media shows a lot of silly stuff out there that might be entertaining for an adult, but for a younger mind, it's not fully developed, or one that who have issues. It's sending them the wrong signal. Violent video games, violent movies. But we used to watch, Bugs Bunny and Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner, and we understood you didn't drop an anvil on somebody. All right, you didn't have to tell us that. We knew that. So, what you're going to see on TikTok is you're going to see more calls for banning weapons. You're going to see more calls for registration. You're going to see more calls for limiting magazines and types of ammo, because they feel they want to do something. I understand you want to do something, but none of those things will stop a school shooting. Alright? What will stop it is when the police have been called to the house 19 times. Maybe that person should be given some mental help. Maybe somebody should be watching them. When they make a viable threat online, maybe they should do something then. And they don't, and that concerns me. If you fail to act, but you are aware of it, and it makes me feel that you are wanting that situation to happen. It's like, well, they didn't send the person out there, but they knew they were a ticking time bomb and allowed them to keep ticking. And to me, you're just as guilty if you do that. So, I think, Mr. President, instead of hiring 87,000 IRS agents to take my hard-earned money, because that's who they're coming after, is maybe we provide money to the states for them to hire and train resource officers, whether they be in uniform or they be plain clothes. And I think that would be a better way to spend our money. I think that would help make our children safe. I think it would send the right message to those who want to do this harm. Like I said, I can't understand why someone would want to do it, but they're out there, and it seems to continually happen, and their only solution is to restrict my rights as a citizen. It's not going to stop anything. Politicians need to stop saying things that they want a small percentage of their constituents to hear and come up with real solutions. Folks, we have a mental health problem. We have a nation that you have a certain percentage that seems to be growing that has no respect for life, that want to do great harm. So we need to do something about that. Not making everybody else an easier victim. I mean, it just boggles the mind that so many people fall for that ridiculous narrative. Oh, we'll take the guns from the law-abiding, so then the criminals won't have them. Yeah, that's not how it works. They already have them. They always will be able to get them. You know, like, yeah, we couldn't even bring our stuff back from Afghanistan. You seriously? We're not sitting there protecting our border. We're not sending positive messages. I mean, media, for the most part, is about negativity. And if you do have somebody that posts something positive, well, then you have a percentage of people, a small percentage, but there's still like 5% of the people want to bring hate on it. You know, somebody benches 315 pounds for 20 reps. All right? My God, that's amazing. Congratulations. Thanks for sharing. You know, how motivating. And I go through the comments, and well, those weren't completely real reps, you know. And yes, please. Coming from people who can't even budge 315. It wasn't me who did that. Younger man, stronger than me. But, or, you know, you have to be on TRT or Tren or whatever gear name they come up with. I hear a new one every week. So, folks, we have a mental problem. We have a problem that people have no problem doing evil to children. And that's wrong. You know, we're confusing them as it is with all the deviant stuff that's out on the internet and all the deviant books they want to sit there and put in the classroom. And then to add to it, you got people that, for whatever reason, they feel a school is a place to go do violence. You know, you notice they're not going to a police station. You know, they're not going to a gun place. No, they're going to a place that people are helpless. We made them helpless. We made them an easy target. And we got to stop doing that. If you truly want to protect our children, let's put people in the school that can protect our children. You know, this, if only we get rid of something you're never going to get rid of, everything will be better. Well, that's not it. You know, we're the only country that has this problem. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. South African countries have some real problems. We don't do anything about it because, well, they don't have any oil. Let's put it where it is. Like I said, it's my rant. It's my opinion. If you have a different feeling or a different idea, feel free to put it in comments. Because you have the right to feel the way you do also. It's okay to have disagreements. It's okay to have conversation and discourse to try to come to some sort of understanding. But banning the object is not going to get rid of evil. You can't ban evil, but you gotta get it out of the mainstay media. I mean, some of the stuff I see on Twitter, I just hate to be turned into my dad, but I can't believe what people put out there and what people are now accepting. You know, you gotta have some core values. And I think the biggest problem is we've lost our core value of the family unit. You know, how can we have a good community if we can't even have a good family? You know, how a kid's supposed to really learn proper behavior if it's not being demonstrated by a mother, by a father who's there all the time. Really, unless they luck up and find someone who mentors them, and that's one of the big shout outs I'll give it to all these people who mentor kids, you know, Boys and Girls Club and stuff like that. I mean, oh, this beer's full. Somebody threw out a full beer. Must have been worried about the police. You know, the ones that sit there and do things for the community and try to help is probably the solution. The government's not going to solve it for you. To be honest with you, it's not their job. Their job is just to provide for the defense of the country. All right. We as a community have to find ways to protect our schools, protect our playgrounds, protect our parks, protect places where people go to have a good time from those who, just for whatever reason, just want to kill. So, it doesn't mean that you sit there and you stay in the house and box yourself in. You still go out and live. But be aware of your surroundings. You know, understand who's coming behind you, who's to the right and left. If you look like a victim, they'll come after you. If you look alert, they will wait till the other person to come by. You know, if you're not trained in the use of weapons and that, get training. It's out there. Most gun ranges will offer it to you at a reasonable price. Or if you have a neighbor or a friend who's a veteran. You know, I've trained over 50 people in the safe use of firearms. And I really stressed safe use. All right. More education out there will make you safer. You know, the town I used to live in, their budget for the parks and recreation was greater than it was for education. I don't know. Kind of sending the wrong signal. I think we should be really investing in our kids in education. I don't mean propaganda, I mean education. Teach them right from wrong. Teach them math, teach them how to write. Teach them how to read. Teach them about basic sciences and that. You know. When they get older, they'll specialize in what they want to do and force it down here in 3rd grade. I can't understand that people even have to question that, let alone support it. Are you kidding me? So, I guess I'm just trying to get prepared for the crap storm I'm going to see on Twitter when I go to work. That's the only time I look at it. For about 10 minutes. And it's going to be the same people saying the same old tune to their followers. Instead of doing what makes sense and actually putting people in the school to protect our kids, we're going to just say, oh, guns are bad. You know, knives are bad. If you want to sit there and stab somebody with it. Lead pipe is bad if you want to hit somebody over the head with it. Baseball bat is bad if you're trying to kill somebody with it. It's the person, folks. Stop blaming the tool. Start blaming the person who's really doing the act. You may want to blame those outlets for supporting a narrative of let's make you even more of a victim. And somehow that'll make you safe. Otherwise, everybody have a good day. Stay alert. Stay healthy. Go outside and enjoy life.